Fix the problem, not the blame. Human nature is wanting to figure out who's at fault, who's responsible, who caused the problem. What I like about heroic leaders, and what I strive to do myself, is rather than trying to find out who caused the problem, is to figure out how do we address the solution. Yes, we do, especially someone in a leadership role, we need to understand how it came to be so that we can address it, so ideally we can proactively prevent it from happening again. But the focus is not to penalize something that didn't go right. What I often see in organizations is the reason why they're trying to fix the blame is so that that person or other people don't get in trouble. It goes all the way back to preschool, when something like, who broke the dish? Well, he did it. It's human nature to do that. What I found as I interviewed highly successful business people, one of the common elements in their life was that they were always using things that didn't go according to plan, whether they were mistakes or errors, to learn so that they didn't do that again, so they could figure out what did work. And in cultures where people are understood that as they're working hard, as they're having initiative, as they're following through as best they understand, mistakes are going to happen. But the team members that live up to that, and the team members that realize, hey, I messed up here, what can I do differently? What could I do better? What can I do next time? That's the mark of a heroic leader, whether you're the one that made the mistake or somebody else. If we treat mistakes as part of the learning curve, particularly if they were genuine mistakes, missteps, part of the learning process. Yes, if there's a pattern where this is happening over and over and over and over again, yes, that needs to be addressed constructively. And see if this person is understanding why this happens again and again. But heroic leaders aren't concerned about who messed up. They're far more concerned about, is there a way we can prevent this from happening again? And that approach is always learning versus risk avoidance, versus trying to figure out whose fault it is. And it makes for a far more positive experience. And you can do this regardless of your age, role, experience. How you approach things that don't go according to plan proves whether you have a heroic leader, abundance mindset, always learning, or if you're trying to avoid not making a mistake.